Hey everyone, 95 Fathoms here, and welcome to my Smeargle hunt in Emerald. If you've watched other videos of mine, this might be familiar because I had some on and off encounters going for this hunt, recorded on my capture card during a couple of shiny finds on my DS's, so I had this up with an older version of the layout for the live reaction. But this is the first intro I've recorded for the hunt because it suddenly occurred to me that I'd never recorded one, and I'm going back to hunting in this a little bit. So here in Artisan Cave, you do get 100% Smeargle, so if you want a shiny hunt for Smeargle and you don't care about the odds, this is the ideal place to do it. The inspiration for this hunt for me is partially just because Smeargle is a cool shiny, and it's fun to be able to use a shiny Smeargle to help catch your shinies. But the bigger catalyst is that I tried to Masuda for a Smeargle in Heart Gold Soul Silver for my Soul Silver GTQ for the purpose of having a shiny Smeargle for catching my shiny targets. And after 2.7k eggs, I decided that I loathe egg hunts and would rather hunt at full odds at some point, both because I find full odds just the only satisfying way to hunt, and because I hate egg hunts. I will probably phase for Smeargle a million times at some point in the Ruins of Alph, just so I can get full closure on the unfinished hunt in Heart Gold Soul Silver, but my initial solution was to just do the easy phase-free hunt in Artisan Cave, and I'm happy doing that for now. I think it's a cool hunt to do. Since this is a 100% encounter rate, the hunt is pretty simple, but one thing you want to keep in mind if you do this hunt is that Smeargle only knows one move, and that's Sketch, and Sketch only has 1 PP. So you have to be sure that you can outspeed Smeargle with a move that has at least a decent bit of PP, or it's going to use Sketch once and then start struggling. And that's not the end of the world in Gen 3, because it wasn't until Gen 4 that Struggle's recoil took away exactly 1/4 of the user's HP, so you can still probably take a while unless it's, doing a ton of damage to your Pokemon. But if you want to be really safe, it's still a good idea to not let it start struggling. I've gone really safe here, and I have a Magikarp that I'm leading with that has Splash, and it's fast enough to outspeed the Smeargle. I've done extensive testing. So that means I get 40 turns of it doing absolutely nothing before I have to worry at all, and I think I'll probably catch it by then. So anyway, without further ado, let me get into an example encounter here. And that is a regular Smeargle. And there's my Magikarp. Why it's called Who Is She, I can't tell you. It was one of those moments where I named my Pokemon some random dumb nickname in the moment, and I have since forgotten what the reasoning was. Anyway, so I'll keep plugging away at these encounters, and I will see you when Smeargle shines. Oh my god! Oh my god! Shiny Smeargle! Shiny Smeargle! On the capture card! Oh my god! Okay, alright, okay, alright, okay. Okay. This has been so long in the making. I have been hunting Smeargle in some capacity since, like, I'm trying to remember when exactly it started, like January of 2021, I think? But I've been focusing harder on it. I've had it as a side hunt constantly, like as something that's on my capture card. So, as I explained in my intro, I don't remember exactly what I said in my intro, but I do remember explaining, Smeargle only has 1 PP for Sketch. So, you have to make sure it will start struggling itself to death if you don't use a move right off the bat. And I chose Splash as something that does do absolutely nothing, and so it has 40 turns of just doing nothing now. The way that Struggle works in this gen, it's not actually that much of a problem if it does start struggling, because it only does the recoil damage is it's what's the word I'm looking for? It corresponds with how much damage the Pokemon does. So it'll do like a very small amount of damage because it's not doing much damage to my Smeargle. But nonetheless, ideally, I don't want it to start struggling. So it's asleep. It's got a move with 40 PP. It's not likely to start struggling anytime soon. I can't believe that I'm actually seeing this on screen. It's just, it's surreal to finally get Shiny Smeargle. It's surreal. Okay, I'm gonna use Super Fang again because I would love to get this thing in a... Could you stay asleep for more than one turn? God dang. It's just, as I said, I've wanted a Shiny Smeargle for so long, and to actually finally have one in my possession is just insane. I shouldn't say, okay, I mean, now I can say it, but I shouldn't be saying I have it in my possession before I've caught it. I do have a nickname for this Smeargle that has been picked out for a very long time, and I'm nicknaming it Smeargle, which sounds really stupid, but it's because back when I was, oh wow, it barely fits. Back when I was doing my Masuda hunt for Smeargle, I kept talking about my Masuda Smeargle hunt or whatever, and it's already in my party. Well, let's go back and heal anyway. Where's a nice place to show this off? Let's go Fortree. I like Fortree. I kept, trying to talk about my Masuda Smeargle hunt, and I kept, tripping over my words and calling it Smeargle. And so I was like, alright, well, now I have to call it Smeargle. So even though this is not a Masuda Smeargle, there you have it. I will say, I have thought in the past, I have not saved yet, I've thought in the past that, like, oh, I can, maybe I should hunt a Smeargle in every generation, or like I could hunt multiple Smeargle here because Smeargle is arguably the easiest to hunt in Generation 3 since it's a 100% and random encounters in Gen 3 go pretty quickly. But after the experience that I've had in this hunt, I'm not really sure that I want to do that. Obviously, not every hunt is going to go this long, but just, I'm certainly not thinking of starting a new Smeargle hunt anytime soon. I am glad to have this wrapped up, and it's kind of a weird hunt, because I am almost always, if I'm hunting something, I'm almost always hunting it as part of a quest. This isn't related to any kind of a quest at all. I mean, as I said, it was just like a side hunt. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do in the meantime. I may finally finish getting my Japanese yellow version ready and dual hunt Gen 1 Rhydon until Safari Week. I don't know. But we'll see. I won't be hunting this weekend anyway, so anyway, let's show this off in the encounter. Oddish and Smeargle, my shiny Smeargle. Alright, I'm gonna now it knows Splash. Well, anyway. I'm so glad to have this done with. So glad. I'm just gonna save again. Just, oh my god. Oh, well, thank you very much for watching. I hope you all have good luck on your hunts, and take care. See you in the next one.